This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. Today, buying a pre-owned Rolex at an affordable price means owning an object that will be treasured for a long time. People can now enjoy the satisfaction of having a special product with a very fashionable value all the time. Pre-owned luxury prices generally were on an upward tear, steadily rising to unprecedented levels driven by a series of low interest rates, stimulus funds, and crypto profits. What exactly is going in our watch market that we have seen recently is now stabilized. And with the stabilized prices in the market, it means that some Rolex models have leveled up and started to creep up. This gives a positive outlook on the watch community. In this video brought to you by The Luxury World, we will give a watch market update to see if it's now the right time to buy a Rolex watch. We will also be taking a look at some of the questions that most of the people become curious about, like which watch models and references are currently offering the greatest value, and which of them are still dropping. Also, we will find out why some people are flipping watches instead of building their timepiece collections. If you still have not subscribed to our channel, make sure to do it now so you can stay updated on our future videos. Today's Rolex will remain the same as tomorrow's Rolex. The most famous and prestigious luxury watch brands have always ensured a steady increase in value. A watch is a truly commercial and material heritage. In addition to market demands, do not forget that luxury watches are made of precious metals and are also rich in precious stones. Although some of the dealers become quiet on the current watch market, it doesn't mean that the market is not stabilized and is not busy. In reality, many people are busy buying watches in the current market, and we are now witnessing a different market compared with the previous months. People are now buying not just to wear a watch, but they have also to become a part of the watch trade. So we are now seeing a lot more exchanges than what we would normally see a few years back. Normally, people are buying watches just to keep up their collection or wear them. But now, trading has become a new trend. They are putting in the watch that they already had for 2 years. But now, people are buying a watch that they could not get last year. This is where we see a massive difference. The market is lively, which tells us that the appetite is still there. If you search online, you can ask for timepieces and you will see a lot of offers. Some of it is cheap, while others are very expensive. So a good tip will be to choose your dealers wisely and choose the right watch at the right price and at the right time. Talking about which watches offer great value, we have the Sky Dweller in blue, for example. This watch costs between 30,000 up to 33,000 pounds last year, but on the current market, this was sold in a brand new model for 21,000 pounds in the retail market, and it means that it has a really good value in the second-hand market. Another good tip for watch trade is that you have to buy a watch that you always want, and you can trade it off with your older watch models, or you can buy it straight. It's also now an excellent time to buy watches with Oyster cases since some models go up in prices because of the quality of the material it has. The actual whole process and the trade are indeed starting to creep up, and it means that the current watch market gains back the trust of the people in the watch industry. The current market assures you that your money is safe, and as long as you buy it for legal reasons to wear or trade it after a long period, you can definitely play the long game. There is no perfect time when you can buy any watches, but as long as you can see that investing in watches can return you a nice amount of money and you can see that the market is actually on the way up, you should go for it. Just be advised that you have to protect your assets, and it doesn't mean that you should not buy that watch, because there's always a good chance that it might drop in price before it hikes up. You have to justify your willingness to risk buying a watch and hope for the best that you will not lose a lot of money. At least you know it's how a buyer market works. It's a really fun time for us now in the watch industry. But here's the greatest piece of advice. The market is constantly changing, and there will come a point that some of the brands apart from Rolex will go down in prices. And there might be an odd moment when some highly sought pieces from Rolex also come to a fallout. For example, we have the date in 40mm. It now belongs to the under-list watch, so it means it does not sell much, especially after the retail market. The dealers will not stick to those watches because they are worried that nobody will buy these pieces shortly. Many flippers are turning watches down as soon as they find out it gives a small money return. They want a really good return on their investments, so they offer big watches but not sell them unless they can offer them for a good price. Some watches like the example we have are not being bought by the flippers because they are not willing to risk the chance that they are not going to make any money in it. As we are always advised, steel and gold watches are still the best investments to go for because they give good money. For example, it depends if it's a Daytona steel or a gold sky dweller. These watches have a real good value for money, especially since the Daytonas are now equipped with Oyster flexes. You have to think and look at the market because it's continuously shifting, especially with which watches are being offered. So you have to bear in mind to deal with the trusted and right dealers. It's much better to take advice from honest watch dealers in the market. Many customers deserve honest dealers who can recommend models that have increased in value. A real blessing for those who believe in the Rolex market and its technical and commercial proposals. Educating yourself about the current watch prices is also good practice. Knowledge is the best weapon you can always bring into any market, not just the watch market. Some of the prices in the current market have started to go up and it happens almost weekly, which is a really good opportunity. If you think that the current price of a watch is great on the retail side, it means that it's really good and you can grab the chance to buy and keep that watch. A watch has no fixed abode. If a timepiece in one country can depreciate for a while, it can't be moved elsewhere when the market is booming. A luxury watch can be sold where there is greater demand and higher valuations. A great advantage for all those who have invested in and continued to invest in Rolex watches and other prestigious brands. It's also good to understand that not all the watches in the market are stabilized. But as of now, the current watch market gives us good indicators that the watch market and industry are alive. What are your thoughts on the topic that we discussed today in this video? Do you think that it's now the right time to buy a Rolex? We would like to see your answers and opinions in the comment section. If you liked this video, we will be glad if you let us know that too. Don't forget to follow us and give us a thumbs up. Once again, this is The Luxury World, and we look forward to seeing you again in our future videos.